My warm greetings to all the conference participants, to the speakers, to experts, and of course to conference organizers. I am extending my greetings from ADA University. I have to tell that when I was asked to participate in this conference and to speak at this conference, although my background is not necessarily in inclusive education, I immediately agreed and accepted the invitation because of the importance of the topic. The Congress for people with special needs. It has always been relevant, and it's becoming even more relevant with the recent happenings in the around the world and in the education area specifically, and the recent happenings with the pandemic. So the topic of special needs is being redefined, and it can be applied to any individual. Therefore, I again consider that this platform is very unique and very important to simply talk about the issue with people who are interested about the topic, with people who are experts about this topic, to talk about the problem, to understand its roots, and only after that to try to find the ways to resolve the problem. The fact that this Congress is supported by the state of the country, by Azerbaijan and other important key stakeholders, I think is an indicator that this issue of inclusive education is of national importance, and that there is will and intention to strengthen policy reforms around inclusive education and enhance opportunities of education, enhance opportunities for education for those with special needs. And I would like to add that when we talk about special needs, it is not only about providing education for them, but to me, the most important thing is providing an environment, providing an opportunity to those kids to discover their talent, to gain the confidence and become a worthy citizen for the society and for the community, which in itself will have a greater impact on economic well-being and on prosperity of the country. Of course, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is that inclusive education is one of the strategic priorities of education in the country, and a number of documents have been approved in this direction, in this regard. And one of the most recent ones is in 2017, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan approved a second state program on the development of inclusive education in Azerbaijan for 2018-2024. And this means that Azerbaijan has embarked on new inclusive education reforms, and so there is a great attention to promote inclusive education and strengthen policy development. Well, I represent here today ADA University, one of the leading universities in the country, and is becoming one of the leading universities in the region. I am proud to say that ADA University has a campus which is very friendly for every individual with all kind of needs, for people with unique traits, if we can say so. And at the same time, it is not only the campus and the facilities that accommodate the needs of different people or people with different needs, special needs, but at the same time, the curriculum, which is based on essential values of ADA University. It's a value-based curriculum, and one of these important values, one of these cornerstone values is the equality and inclusiveness. And the work of the entire university is organized around these values, and including the value of equality and inclusive education. I would also like to mention that one of the youngest schools of ADA University is the School of Education. It started its activities, its academic programs in 2014, and these programs within the School of Education, they cultivate a new generation of educational leaders and a new generation of teachers, and inclusive education, equality and inclusive education are at the core of the curriculum that students in these graduate programs pursue. And one of the research areas that the students in these programs undertake are in the area of inclusive education and policy reforms in the area of inclusive education. So ADA University has been quite active in terms of promoting inclusive education within its academic environment, within its academic village. But at the same time, ADA University is very active in developing human capacity and research capacity and strengthening research capacity, who will contribute to the research in the area of inclusive education and improving the situation, improving the problem based on specific evidence, I would like to wish all the conference participants and speakers a very productive, resultful, and enjoyable time. I truly hope that these 2 days will be rich with discussions, feasible discussions, and all these discussions will not remain as simply discussions, but later will transform into feasible action plans, and that will contribute to the enhancement of inclusive education in the country, in Azerbaijan, in the world. And this is in general, this is specifically, but in general, it will contribute to the improvement, to the enhancement of education in general, and to the economic development and welfare of nations as well. Thank you, and good luck with the conference.